Namaskar, all of you. With your permission, can we start with a short PC? I'm honored to welcome two Union Ministers of the Union Cabinet over here, Mr. Sarbananda Sonowal and Kiran Rijiju ji over here. Welcome, sir. आज का मुख्य मुद्दा करप्शन को लेकर है। आप देखिए, विगत कुछ दिनों से जिस प्रकार मिसेस गांधी अर्थात मिसेस सोनिया गांधी के जो कॉन्फिडेंस हैं, वो संसद को जिस प्रकार कल से चलने नहीं दे रहे हैं, वहां जिस प्रकार चर्चा को बाधित कर रहे हैं, यह पूरा हिंदुस्तान देख रहा है। पूरा हिंदुस्तान आज पूछ रहा है कि आखिरकार टैक्स पेयर के मनी पर पार्लियामेंट को जिस प्रकार चलना चाहिए, पार्लियामेंट में जो कानून पारित होने चाहिए, उसे मिसेस गांधी के कॉन्फिडेंस क्यों रोक रहे हैं। मगर इस बीच एक बड़ी बात हुई है। कांग्रेस जो आज करप्शन पे सवाल पूछ रही है, कांग्रेस के कबर्ड में से, कांग्रेस के क्लोजेट में से पुराने जो करप्शन के मामले हैं, जो बड़े बड़े गंभीर मामले हैं, उनके भी कंकाल बाहर निकल रहे हैं। द स्केलेटन्स ऑफ करप्शन ऑफ yesteryears also are tumbling out of the closet of Congress. And one such is the story that we are going to share with you today. And here we have one of the confidants of Mrs. Gandhi. Here, Mrs. Gandhi means Mrs. Indira Gandhi's confidant. P.K. Thungan. P.K. Thungan, who was Member of Parliament for 17 long years, who was the first Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, who was twice the Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh rather, who was twice Union Minister for Government of India, once during Mrs. Indira Gandhi as the Prime Minister and once as P.V. Narasimha Rao as the Prime Minister. With Mr. P.V. Narasimha Rao, he was the MOS for Urban Development and Employment. And you would all remember that he was a very close associate and a close confidant of Mrs. Indira Gandhi. He was embroiled in one of the then well-known irrigation scandals of Nagaland. 2 crore rupees was misappropriated by Mr. P.K. Thungan then. He was also embroiled in one of the well-known cases in Delhi, the DDA flat and allotment scam. And the reason as to why we discuss him today is only recently, about a day ago, he has been convicted by the CBI and he has been sent to judicial custody. Only sentencing is remaining, and I believe the sentencing would take place on 27th of this month. Such is the level of corruption in Congress that ages have passed. The age of Indira Gandhi is over, but still the corruption cases of that age is existing. This is called as fossil corruption, fossilized corruption. The corruption which does not die, the corruption which lives forever during the reign of the Congress. And look at the shamelessness of the Congress, that the Congress is trying to gain a high moral ground as far as corruption is concerned. Today, if the Congress needs to do something, then the Congress needs to introspect. आज अगर कांग्रेस को कुछ करने की आवश्यकता है, तो कांग्रेस को अपने मन के अंदर झांकने की आवश्यकता है। 17 वर्ष तक एमपी रहे पीके ठुंगन साहब, 2 बार मंत्री रहे केंद्र सरकार में, 2 बार मुख्यमंत्री रहे अरुणाचल प्रदेश जैसे मुख्य राज्य का। किस प्रकार का करप्शन रहा उनका, आप सबके सामने आज 17 वर्षों के बाद यह सच्चाई खुल के आ रही है। 2 करोड़ रुपए उनके जेब में गए। गरीब लोगों के खेत के लिए सिंचाई की जो पानी जानी थी, उसके 2 करोड़ को ठुंगन साहब ने अपने जेब में डाला था। ये कोई साधारण नेता नहीं थे, ये इंदिरा गांधी जी के करीबी नेताओं में से एक माने जाते थे। ठीक उसी प्रकार जैसे आदरणीय सोनिया गांधी जी के करीबी नेता जो आज करप्शन के केसेस में एम्ब्रॉइल्ड हैं, वो आज करप्शन के केस के विषय में संसार के इतने बड़े संसद को चलने नहीं दे रहे हैं, उसे बाधित कर रहे हैं। कांग्रेस which is responsible for some of the biggest scams of the country, Congress, which is responsible for fossilized corruption as well, dare not stall the parliament and question the party which is meant for development of this country. Since I have two eminent ministers from the Union Cabinet, I would request them to please make statement on this issue as well. Sir.
I think Sambit Patra has made a elaborate case about the particular person. My only limited remark would be that since Mr. P.K. Thungan was a prominent Congress leader from Northeast and who was the Chief Minister for 2 terms and 2 terms as Union Ministers, Congress should not disown him. Since the case for which he was convicted and another case about the allegation of misappropriation and mishandling of the entire house allotment in DDA flats in Delhi. So he was accused of all these activities while he was a Congress minister in the Union Council of Ministers. So Congress should own responsibility, because some of the Congress leaders are saying that no, we don't own anything and we don't share any responsibility with Mr. Thungan. What my point is, Congress इसमें बचना नहीं चाहिए. कांग्रेस मिस्टर पी.के. थुंगन को जो कन्विक्शन हुआ है उसको अपनाना चाहिए. कांग्रेस should own the responsibility for the conviction of one of its very, very senior leader.
At the end, all we would suggest is state after state that is ruled by Congress are exposing cases of corruption after corruption. Only today afternoon, Nirmala Sitharaman ji, a senior minister from the government, had exposed as to how a video had come forth from Uttarakhand. In fact, the Uttarakhand Chief Minister, Mr. Rawat, is directly indicted by the video. And we had seen as to how in the LBS scam, the Louis Burger scam, two prominent Congress-ruled states, be it Assam or be it the former minister, Chief Minister, Mr. Kamath of Goa, as to how the fingers are pointing towards them. Congress should be introspecting, Congress should be asking questions to its own minister, and Congress should refrain from wasting the taxpayers' money when the government is ready to discuss, debate, and reach a decision. Let me at the end borrow a few words. What was recently said by the President of India in one of the functions. There are 4 Ds in democratic parliamentary setup. The first D being debate, the second D being discussion, third is decision at the end of it, and last is disruption. Let the last option never become the first option. Debate, discuss, decide for the benefit of the nation. Thank you, my friends. What is the wrong of the present? When a wrong has not been committed, sir, those who have erred always in the past as well as erring in the present should not stall the parliament. सीना ठोक के, साधारण तरीके से नहीं, सीना ठोक के भारतीय जनता पार्टी का हर कार्यकर्ता आज सीना ऊपर करके कह सकता है, सर ऊपर करके कह सकता है, इस सरकार के 1 साल 4 महीने के कार्यकाल में एक भी नया पैसा इस देश का मिस अप्रोप्रिएट नहीं किया गया है. देश की जनता कैसे आगे बढ़े, विकास कैसा हो, नौकरी कैसे लोगों तक पहुंचाई जाए, केवल और केवल इसी विषय को लेकर चिंतन की गई है. ये स्वाभाविक रूप से स्टेट का विषय स्टेट के असेंबली में उठना चाहिए, सेंटर का विषय सेंटर में उठना चाहिए। ये पार्लियामेंट का विषय है, पार्लियामेंट चल रहा है और इन विषयों को लेकर पार्लियामेंट में हमारे मंत्रीगण उत्तर दे रहे हैं।
This is a serious allegation, and Mr. Sambit Patra has already stated that it's a prima facie case. So here, the steps to be taken by the ministry is something which I will not be able to divulge at this stage. But the moral responsibility should be owned by the person who are occupying still in the chair. See, that's what I'm saying. I will not be able to divulge about the action which we are going to initiate because it's a serious case. देखिए, मामले विदेश से जुड़ा हुआ है और इसका एक प्रक्रिया होता है। इसका शुरुआत पुलिस स्टेशन में एफआईआर के माध्यम से भी हो सकता है और दूसरे स्तर में भी हो सकता है। इसलिए जैसे मैंने कहा कि ये एक बहुत ही संवेदनशील मामला है और बड़ा अमाउंट का मामला है, तो उसमें किस तरह से प्रक्रिया, कानूनी प्रक्रिया जो सरकार उठेगी या करेगी, उसको मैं यहाँ अभी जिक्र नहीं कर सकता हूँ।
I think we have addressed the topic which was of concern today. Thank you, sir. Thank you all.